I think everything's working. First try, is that even possible? We're gonna see right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, I see that. Oh, there's that. Eh, This one, let's see. Yes. Okay, I'm just checking a couple more things because I think we might have did it this time. I'm gonna be so stoked if this completely worked. Only other thing that I'm doing is just gotta set up the chat because they always are the ones that take the longest to get going. Let's see. Okay, I think this will work. Now, flippin' exciting. You guys want to see what got a bunch of stuff just set, ready to go? I don't know why, but I feel like every meal we've been using a lot of wine. Or every cooking stream has had wine, but I think just cooking with it's pretty good. There may be a delay in chat, so I apologize. That's just how it goes. Let me just move some things around real quick. So I don't think I have to do too much. Back here. Um, all right. So today we're doing a chicken roulade. Basically, it's just like a stuffed meat roll up, stuffed chicken. It should be pretty good. I'm kind of in my cozy clothes today, and I think I almost want to take this off because I wanted to put a sweater on, but we'll be okay. I did prep some stuff just so you guys can see. I do have some water going because we're gonna blanch our vegetables. Um, we're doing so. Okay, so chicken roulade. We're gonna do a green bean almondine. So green beans with garlic and almonds, toasted almonds. We're gonna make a beurre blanc sauce for the roulade. Never really made one before, so this will be fun just to see how it comes out. The only thing I'm worried about is the emulsification process. Um, and then we're gonna just do a nice side salad, nothing crazy. I think today's gonna be a pretty easy day. As we get closer to the holidays, try not to get too crazy with some of these meals. Let me swap over to this because what I want to start with us doing is getting the chicken pounded out. Ramp up. Take some chicken down to Pound Town. I mean, here we go. A couple things we have to do first, and part of it is going to be prepping the chicken. So we need to prep the chicken. Let me get my trusty knife. What we're going to do is butterfly the chicken so we can roll it, but I also want to take off the skin. This Peel this sucker apart. I messed a little bit with the camera angles. You guys let me know if it's working out okay. Take this all the way down to Pound Town. That's what we're doing. We're taking this thing down to Pound Town. See what I mean in a minute. Taking that chicken down to Pound Town. What we want to do is actually flatten it, so that's why I'm joking around saying Pound Town. we have our special pounding tool that we will use. Oh my goodness. We could use this as the wrap, but I think I'm just going to hold on to that just in case. Um, Again, doing the other side. We're just going to undress this chicken before it takes that bus ride down to Pound Town. What would be nice is if I can find some non-DMCA-able music to play in the background. Oh, here we go. Look at slice it a little bit. Everyone can hear me fine? Yeah, yeah, we're good. Ooh, that sickone. Again, more of the skin. Let's wrap that aside just in case. Now, all I'm going to do here is there's some pieces that still need to be trimmed. You can see. I think I did it again, guys. Really good at it. Yeah, there it is. Barely see it. Okay. Let's not dwell on that too much. So there's a good way when you buy chicken full breast, if you take out the bone just right, you can leave it whole. But I think where I got these, they kind of just they must have just kind of cut it out. Makes it a little bit easier, faster. I'm gonna take the tenders off. The tenders are nice for fixing up some of these holes if we can for our roulade. I'm just checking for any bones, and we'll just cut off any of this spare fat. I'd say spare fat, but we're not going to use it. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm loving it. Okay, this one I think had some stuff on the inside as well. Yeah, let's clean this up a little bit. Hi, puppy. This isn't for you, doggy. Sorry, Lila. She says, "Excuse me? Who do you think you are telling me no?" All right, here's the other tender. Cut along, like that. We use those for our chicken nuggets later. And we're just going to do a little bit of trimming. Let me take care of this before it gets too nuts. Chicken hands. Um, 1 second. I got this bleach spray, so I'm just trying not to get myself. So I really don't want bleach stains. Lower our water over there. Okay. So what are we gonna do here with some of this stuff? Some of the stuff I'm just gonna toss. I don't worry about it too much. Um, I'm not sure I've decided that I'm gonna see, yeah, look at this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take our four breasts, we're just gonna split them in half. We'll figure out how um we're gonna pound them down, we're gonna fillet them, butterfly them. I'm just going to grab a little paper towel real quick. Stop this bleeding. We're going to get rid of some of these chunks here. Don't want that in there. I don't think we're not gonna need the skin. Skin would be fun to use and wrap it, but no need. We're not gonna wrap that chicken. Um, okay. Let's let's continue trimming up, getting some of this other stuff off. I'm excited to try this roulade. Have you ever had salmon pinwheels? It's I guess it's kind of similar to that in a sense. Kinda close, not quite, um, but yeah, in a way. I'm doing my best to trim up without damaging more of my limbs. Let's get this, clean this up here. 'Cause that's just going to be chewy. Perfect. Okay. Hey, Thea, do you mind grabbing me a Band-Aid so I can take care of this? Okay. Oh, we have a lot of stuff to do. We're gonna try to do it in record time. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna butterfly this. We don't want to cut all the way through because what we're trying to do is roll it, and so we're gonna want to pound it out as well. Okay. So this is what it's going to look like, something like this, and then we'll pound it out, make it a little bit wider. And the way I'm doing it is I'm taking, um, yeah, I'm taking the long side of the chicken and I'm cutting in towards that side. So here's a long side, here's the other long side, and you'll see because the breast kind of where the wing goes or the arm, that's where that little half crescent is. So that's what we're cutting through. Or do you want just like a little square one? No, just here. Just want to put it on. Right. That didn't work. So it needs to be on tight. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. All right. And I'm cutting from the underside of the breast. This is the side that touches the bone, and this is the side that we peeled the skin off of. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm cutting on the side that touches the bone, and then you take this. We're just peeling it back a little bit, peeling it back because once we start pounding this, it's gonna get a little bit wider. And to make my life easier, I've already pulled out some saran wrap, plastic wrap. And the plastic wrap is what I'm going to place the chicken um, in between two pieces to pound it out. Might need more just because of how sometimes when you start pounding it out, it stretches and you get holes. And don't worry too much if you cut through the chicken, like there's a hole there. When we pound it out, we'll take some leftover meat, we'll just push it through. I want to save these for any accents we may have. Again, just kind of staying staying sanitary. We are working with raw chicken. I do have a spray bottle with diluted bleach that I just spray everything over here on the sink. Just helps me out, keeps things sanitary. Even if we're washing things down, it's just nice to have something that'll sit there and just kill any germs and bacteria. Okay, put our chicken aside, at least the stuff that we have here, and we're gonna get ready to start pounding. Like I said earlier, we're gonna be taking this chicken down to Pound Town, one-way ticket, no turning back. Okay, saran wrap plastic. See, got that. Mmm, it'll be a little bit loud. Slide this down here so I don't box up my knuckles. And if you have a mallet, it'll work so much better. Okay. My dog's freaking out. She's like, "What the heck is going on?" And then I'll just take this, reapply it, flip it over. I want to stretch this out a little bit again. Where you can take out a little bit of your anger, any frustrations. Dishwasher's not working, too much laundry to do, stubbed your toe on the dresser, stubbing the toe on the dresser. That's the one. Okay, so we want to get this about a quarter inch thick. Um, Again, we're going to spread a nice layer of our filling, which is a ricotta filling. So ricotta and spinach filling. Um, you can get this thinner. This would be nice if it was a little bit thinner, but not bad at all. Okay, next piece. Okay, here we go. This is going to be the loudest thing that we do today. Maybe whisking with a metal whisk and hot. Okay, so this would probably be the loudest. The whisking shouldn't be too bad. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Flat. And we flip. I'm only flipping so that way I can release the cling wrap a bit. Let the chicken kind of spread out some. Got all your frustration right here. That's what this was for. Dog food up your favorite food. Pound that chicken. Look at that. See, things are getting nice and flat around here. Here we go. Okay. Um, let's put this off to the side. Here we go again. Next one. Now look at the how that looks right now. So it doesn't nicely centered and doesn't even reach end to end. So once we start going, once we start pounding, you'll see how kind of the difference of what it looks like, right? Um, give it a little smack here and there. Flip it over. Whoops. Let's flip it back so you can get that plastic wrap to release. Okay. Put it up here. Fucking dog poo in the backyard. Right here. Taking out right here. That's what you want to do. Oh my gosh, I feel so relaxed now. Okay, here we go. Another flat piece. Yes? Oh, okay. Do you want to pound the chicken? You have some frustrations you want to take out? Huh? Okay. All right, my friends, here we go again. Look at that. We are experts at pounding out this chicken. Four one-way tickets, pound pound. Again, we want this about a quarter inch thick. We don't want it too thin. This will cook up kind of quick. Here we go. Give it a little flip. Speed run. Zero frustration. All taken out on the chicken. Okay. What? Oh. I'm sorry, guys. Let me fix that. I have this the tracking on the camera. Just make sure that it's on. There we go. There we go. Okay. We're gonna we're gonna probably need some more saran wrap later. All right, this is good. Now I want to make the filling, and we're gonna use something a little special. One of my favorites. Um, so like I said earlier, I'm not clicking this thing. What happened here? We have see everything's going good, and then all of a sudden things want to not work. Okay. Go ahead. Yep. Hmm. All of a sudden, my Elgato's not working. I don't know why. Can you guys still hear me? Yeah, here we go. Headphones, good. I just want to have to click this each time. Um, let's wipe this off. We have all the bleach on there. It's okay. And it's diluted. I'm just gonna little rinse here. Perfect. Special treat. This is what I said. Not that big. We have some ricotta here. Bellwether ricotta. One of my favorite, favorite ricottas. We're only gonna use one. We don't need a whole lot. We have one that's out of the package, and bought another one because why not? Can't go wrong with ricotta. We're gonna use all the ricotta actually. What I want to do first is take some spinach. Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts if I can't use my Stream Deck. I wonder why it's not working. I'll have to figure that out another day. There we go. Spinach. We want a little bit more of that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna saute it a little bit. Um, actually, it might be better if we chopped it up a little bit now. Chop it up a little bit now, and then mixed it in, sauteed and mixed it in. Let's give it just a simple, little simple chop. Nothing crazy because um, it'll kind of cook down a bit. Oh man, we made a spinach ricotta stuffed shells a while ago. That's somewhere on the YouTube channel. Oh, I think did I stream it? I don't remember. I can't remember if we streamed that or not. Okay. And over here we just have we have cast iron. We're gonna do a little bit of everything with this cast iron. You guys see that? Crazy. Okay. Um, sauteed spinach. How are we doing the sauteed spinach? I think we're just gonna throw it in there. You know, a little bit of olive oil. I don't want to use too much. Too much olive oil might make this more oily than I need to because we also have sun-dried tomatoes that are going to go in it. Okay. Our trusty wooden spoon. Let this heat up, saute it down a little bit. I think some of these are didn't chop too well. And we have this little high. Turn it down just a smidgen, just a little bit. Turn it down just a little bit. Don't want this on high. I'm not trying to burn the leaves. Smells like cooked spinach over here. Didn't really realize cooked spinach had a smell. Oh yeah, actually, I do remember that smell. When we were younger, my mom used to do. She'd get a lot of the frozen spinach, so we'd have cooked spinach with a lot of our meals. And I didn't really particularly like it too much when I was younger, but now I don't. I use cooked spinach in a lot of meals actually, more than I ever thought I would. My mom loves spinach though. You guys ever remember Popeye, the Sailor Man? He'd be opening up cans of spinach, just sucking them, the pipe in his mouth. Wacky guy. Hey, let's pull this. We have this little pot here. I don't know what happened, why it just stopped working. So I'm gonna be bugged about it for the entire time. Okay, let's get the spins in there. Okay. And I'm gonna wash this. I think a lot of people get scared about washing their cast iron. If you do your cast iron right, you don't really have to worry about it. So what I mean by that is make sure you just season it. If you're gonna wash it, dry it out, put a little bit of oil on it. Don't let it sit wet. That's what doesn't necessarily kill your cast iron, but it takes a lot more work afterwards to scrape out that rust, scrape out the rust, and re-season it. I mean, I've done it before. It's not that big of a deal. It just sucks if you leave it in there too wet too long. Kind of just messes everything up. Okay, what else are we doing? Well, we have some Parmesan. Typically, you would want to use like a grated Parmesan, but we're still working off that Costco Parmesans. Every chance we get, that Parmesan's going in there. Cool. So that's down. I have some sun-dried tomatoes. I prepped this earlier. Sun-dried tomatoes with some herbs in there, some Italian-style herbs, maybe call them French-style herbs. Um, anyways, herbs nonetheless. And man, you guys are gonna see me open up and take a bite of this ricotta because why not? 1 second though. Gotta make this worth it. Yeah. Can I borrow you for a second? Some ricotta on that breadstick. Just give it a try. That's the bellwether. I mean, you were there. Good, right? Okay, save me a little piece, okay? I'm telling you guys, bellwether ricotta is Some of the best ricotta I've had. No, I wanted to give myself a dip. I don't want a whole stick. Just want a little. Mmm. There it is. Okay. Let's mix this all together. Oh, look at that. One of the dogs is going to come over here now because he heard us eating. Hi, Lila. It's not your dinner time yet, sweet dog. Oh, well, we're making a chicken roulade. So doing a chicken roulade with the spinach and ricotta stuffing, a little bit of sun-dried tomatoes in here. What else is in here? Some Parmesan. We're trying to get through that. Then we're gonna do um, some green beans almondine, um, green beans almondine, and what? Oh, side salad. Just something simple. Picked up some uh, point raised blue cheese. I was gonna do some Gorgonzola, but I just point raised has a little bit of that tanginess to it that I like. Still one of my favorites. Such a great blue cheese. I don't know when this one was produced, but I bet you just the milk. There's probably some recent milk from the cows should be pretty good. And then oh, I've never made it before, but we're gonna try a beurre blanc, just to kind of go over the roulade. I think that'll be pretty tasty. I'm excited about that. Again, never made it, so yeah, but I mean, the only thing I'm really worried about is the emulsification process with the butter. I'm hoping that that kind of comes out okay. Let's get back to not the overhead, that one, this one. And thanks for the follow. I appreciate it, man. Oh, look at that. That looks like it's pretty well mixed. What's going to happen here shortly is we're going to bring the chicken back. So what I want to do is, oh, and then cast iron, of course. Like I said, I washed it, put it back on the stove, and it's bone dry. And what I typically do is I'll put some high smoke oil on here, but we're going to be cooking in that pan right now in a second. So a little bit of olive oil is not going to hurt anything. But if you were to do this at home, just a high heat oil, you'll see it smoking, and then anywhere where there's could be exposed cast iron, just wipe it down with that oil. Get just a thin coat. You don't need to go too crazy. You'll see it is smoking. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's smoking a little bit. Let's see. I don't know if the light will catch it too well. Eh, no. Anyways, yeah, it's smoking a little bit. But what happens is the oil will polymerize, and you can wash it almost regularly with some soap and water. Um, if I burn stuff on there, it's much easier to use some coarse salt and scrub that in. Uh, or they make these like chainmail scrubbers, but I have no problem. Usually, it works pretty well where I can just wash and sink regularly again, and then just take care of it. And I mean, we've had this for years. No visible rust that I can tell. Maybe on the bottom side, but I don't really season it like a traditional way. Okay. I think we're ready for. Let's see. Did I? No, I better put a little bit of salt in here. do a little bit of pepper. We'll mix a little bit more in there. I like the cameraman following me around. Hey, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful time, a wonderful evening, and a good night's sleep. I'll post some pictures or something later, and if you happen to take a look to see what the meal looks like. Again, thank you again for the follow. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to save the saran wrap is we're gonna roll it back up just to keep a form. Some people actually sous vide the roulades and then sear them. I'm hoping just to use some butcher's twine. Just use some butcher twine to twine it up. We don't have to get too crazy. It doesn't have to get too wild. Um, I mean, we're gonna plate this for ourselves, not at some Michelin star restaurant. So you know, we're good. We don't have to get too nuts. Now, if you guys want to find one of those cooking streams, feel free. Um, I am not that guy. Okay. Spread this chicken out. Okay. Oh, before I start touching everything with chicken hands, something that may make this go a little bit easier is just a spatula. Get yourself a little spatula, and then you're just gonna spread it thin, spread it thick. Same. So, spatula, like I said, and this is only going to be used for the chicken, so it's okay if you double dip. And so we got this little spread, and then typically, like if you were to do this a certain way, you would leave a little bit on each edge, so that way when you roll, you don't get it everywhere. I'm just going to kind of tuck a little bit of the sides here, and then we're going to roll this bad boy. Well, actually, I don't. This was probably a hen, so this is bad girl. Roll this bad girl up, and you have your roll here. Now you could, if it looks okay, then you don't have to worry. You don't have to use a butcher's twine. You do this. Just let it sit in its form for a minute, and then we'll sear it both sides outside the plastic. You don't want to add the plastic in. Um, we're gonna move that off to the side. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna let's keep this thing out. Foil or foil. Saran wrap because we're just gonna keep touching it with chicken hands. I could use gloves. Then I'd be changing gloves and still touching stuff. I'm not worried. Okay, let's get our next our chicken. Oh, so we'll just do this. Next chicken roll. And if this was to heat up too much, um, this mixture, it'll get too thin and watery, and it won't hold up too well. So we want to make sure that it doesn't get too hot. Like if you're doing this in the summer, you probably want to make sure that your kitchen's a little bit cooler, or that you're not doing this right next to the stove, because it'll get really thin, almost watery, because it's a dairy product, right? Okay. All right, we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll it, roll it, roll it. Just pretend you're Snoop Dogg, getting yourself one of them backwoods. Okay, get our ricotta hands everywhere. Just roll this like your Snoop Dogg. There you go. We're doing pretty good. I'll say like having some stuff prepped ahead of time kind of makes this a little bit easier. I do enjoy just making sure that I get things prepped ahead of time. That helps out. Okay, another one down. Let's get this chicken in. Like this one was nice. Okay, we'll just spread that way and roll. That's kind of how we'll roll as well. And we have one more after this. Yeah. Oh, look at that. I keep wanting to call this bechamel. It's not bechamel. It is just ricotta. Even though we're gonna roll it kind of like this, I still want to get some everywhere on this. Again, this is spinach, feta, sun-dried tomatoes, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Not feta, I'm sorry. Ricotta, um, salt, pepper, sun-dried tomatoes. I hope I'm not missing anything in here. Okay, and we're just gonna get this little one a roll. Oh, I keep forgetting to tuck these, but it'll be okay. Okay, let's let's stop playing with it. Stop playing with the chicken breast. Really made a mess here. Okay, tuck that, tuck it, tuck. Just get your tuck going. Get that rolling tight. Roll it tight. No, look at Snoop Dogg would be jealous. Snoop D-O double G. Okay, here we go. Be nice to me, cling wrap. This really should be easier than what's happening right now. Oh, I definitely needed to. There you go. Okay, giving me a hard time, but we're good. All right, we're gonna get that chicken. Oh no, I'm ripping it. I'm ripping it. Okay, this is gonna be our fatty. It's our chicken burrito right here. Just spread it. Okay. Um, Sad thing is I wanted to try this, but I messed up. Too much chicken. Too much chicken juice. You know what I need to start doing is I need to start getting some help in here doing this. Maybe next Sunday. What is next Sunday? Is that anything crazy yet? Is it Christmas? Do you know what's next Friday or the coming Friday? This guy's birthday. Okay, here we go. Snoop Doggy Dogg. There we go. Okay, we're gonna try one. If it doesn't cook up the way we need it to, then we'll think about twine. I have some twine already pre-cut, so we don't have to worry much, too much about anything, any business. Nope. Spray this area, and we'll just watch this off. Excuse me while I rinse this off. Try to stay a little bit clean. Don't want to get anyone salmonella here in the house. No one needs to get sick right before the holidays, right? Okay, let that do its thing. Just take the knife, make sure the knife's nice and clean. Such a beautiful knife. Love this thing. Okay, what's next? I keep touching that. It's not going to work for me. What's next? Well, we should probably move the chicken back over. Get it off this. We'll heat up our pan, and let's see. Ooh. We're gonna heat the skillet up. You guys take a look. We're gonna do the overhead over the stove. What I want to do is heat up a little bit of oil. Okay. Can I fit all four in here? I don't think I can. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna get our pan. We're gonna roast 375. That's what we want to do. Okay. And where's all the silicone pads? Here we go. Too large. Too clean. That'll be fine. And let's do this. We have to be very careful with the roulades. But I'm not confident in my ability to not make them fall apart. Okay, let's do it. Take these. Oh, look at that. Okay, and here. Gonna get that nice little sear going. Then it'll happen. It'll help to kind of keep its form here. Let's do this on a medium low, just enough to sear. Oh, the light here is doesn't change. Okay. Let's see if we can turn it over without busting it up. Not bad, not bad. Okay. We have room in here. We have room in this pan, right? Let's throw another one on. We want to be here all night trying to do this. Okay. Okay, there we go. One on that side. We'll let that kind of again. Just gonna sear. We're gonna sear it a bit, get that enough to where we're just gonna keep its form, and then we're gonna throw it in the oven. Got the oven heating at 375. I think we're not gonna have it on convection. We're just gonna have it regular. Have it on 375. Those will go in for about 25 minutes. In the meantime, when that happens, we'll start working on blanching the green beans, or at least prepping the green beans, and then we'll blanch them. Then we'll make our green beans almondine, something tasty. Oh, this thing's not coming apart. Okay, okay. And I do have some twine that we can use. Let's try that here. See, while that's searing, take a look if there's some Wine out. Right there. And we're just going to do this to kind of help keep its form a bit. Second while I do that, I'm gonna. But you guys are the see this iron. This is not going too well for me. There. Oh no. Okay, that might be the play right there. I mean, we'll see. I'm going to tie these other ones. So funny. I used to tie so many prime rib roasts, and for whatever reason, I have the hardest time trying to time these. Okay, okay, right there. And a little bit. Get these little things. Jeez. All right, the other one we're gonna good. Good with sear. So don't come apart on these. Okay, you know what? Taking too long. We're just gonna. Okay, let's tie. Let's try tying it real quick. Try tying it real quick. Fine. Get on this side. Oh my gosh, did it just muscle memory it? Yeah, I couldn't remember why I couldn't get that tie then. Muscle memory kicked in. Okay, let's do one more. There we go. Look at that. Just a little bit of muscle memory is all that it took. Okay, take this sucker, throw it in the pan. We'll try tying this one too. Remember how good we did on this one. It looks perfect in this. Let's not squeeze all the shit out of it. I am feeling one of these and two of these are going to come out way better than a different two. We'll see. We'll see. Things are. That's why. When we try things new, we do some fun stuff. That's how it goes, right? We don't sweat the small stuff that comes out great. Awesome if it doesn't. I'll just make some eggs for dinner. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get another tie here on the end. I think the roulad's going to come out good. Okay. All right. Let's hop over to the stove. Roulad's searing. Is it releasing? No. Probably why. And then at the end, we just cut the twine off. That's all that happens. The twine just comes off at the very end. Let some of that sear happen. Um, Take a look at a couple things here. Take a look back at um, take a look at our recipe. See, line some stuff up. Okay, we're not doing too bad, honestly. Like things are looking pretty good. Okay, again, not bad. Okay, want to sear on all sides, so make sure we're doing that. It's gonna be stuck, isn't it? Okay, almost there. We're gonna take this. Okay, we got a little bit of color on it. Good. And we had those tenders we didn't use, so that's gonna be a little dinner snack, right? Bring it up here. Salt and pepper. Our water. Let's turn that back on, not off. Okay. We're gonna throw this in, and this is where we're gonna start to work a little bit quick here. We have to clean up our mess a bit. I think tonight we might actually have an earlier dinner. You guys believe that? Okay. Well, our water. So we got water boiling here, or it's gonna start boiling. This is because we're gonna blanch our green beans. Okay. Here's our green beans. There you go. Just wet. And I just want these trimmed. That's all. Turn these up a little bit. Nothing crazy. Just cutting the little tips off here. Sometimes those can get disgusting or not tender. Sometimes that end can be a little bit bitter. If you want it, you can just take a bunch in one handful. Do that. Other side. Do that. Find ways of making it go quicker. We're not terribly in a hurry, but will need to work quick once the roulade's ready. Because the one thing that's going to be kind of difficult to work with will be the beurre blanc. It can be time sensitive, heat and temperature sensitive. All right, so here's something like maybe barely see it, but a little imperfection. Chop that off. It's not going to hurt you. You're not going to die from it. But we want even textures, even flavors. And if it just doesn't look good, don't use it. So the recipe calls for a pound of this. This is going to be a little bit under a pound. Again, there's going to be some things I put in the description. There is some the recipe or ingredients list is in there in the description of the videos, the live streams. One thing that I am changing up on this is the blue cheese. So instead of Gorgonzola, we're going to use blue cheese, and blue cheese is good. Point Rate blue cheese. It's not the most pungent. It's not the most tangy. Um, and for me, it like walks that line, that borderline of some decent flavors. Okay, I'm just gonna lift this real quick. Ooh, this one's all wacky. Okay, okay, we're doing okay time wise. Things are cooking. We got it says the 9 minutes on the chicken. It's actually probably longer than that. I forgot to reset the timer after it preheated. And pieces. Let's just go in our compost. Our compost. Now it's starting to warm up in here. I'm wearing fur-lined sweatpants. I'm not sure if that was the play for cooking here in the kitchen. Uh, but I'll tell you what, they're cozy AF. Ooh, God. Snap. Okay, with the green beans, we add those in. I'm going to add a little bit of salt for boiling water. And these are only going to go in there for a couple minutes. Again, we're just blanching them. Little chicken snacks, chicken tenders, those are done. Let's turn off this, move this off the side for people who need little snackaroonies. Um, Not the puppies though, because the puppies can't have that. I need to move some stuff around in the sink. Like I said earlier, you just don't want to leave the cast iron in there for a long time with water in it or a bunch of crud. But I mean, we're just going to get clean tonight, so I'm not worried about it. Blanching, put a little bit of salt in there. Um, let's get our pan ready. Oh, let's clean up our little station over here. Um, cool. Let me show you what we got going on here. Sliced toasted almonds, straight out of the bag. Um, these taste amazing. Some thinly sliced garlic. Just slice them thin. Just again, I just prepped those beforehand. That's gonna go um, with everything. We're gonna saute it real quick. Here, look. I really wish this was working. It's gonna switch easily between different things. Taking the green beans off. It's gonna drain it. I didn't get any ice cubes, but we're gonna run cold water over them. We do not want this cooking long, or to continue cooking, I should say. So I'm just going to run cold water over it. It'll be okay. This water is freezing cold. Winter time is one of the benefits. So they're tender, but not too soft. They still have just the slightest snap to them or texture. We'll let them sit in a little bit of cold water for now. We're going to start our pan, get our butter in there, smell of it. And you guys wish you can smell this right now. We have so much going on. I'll tell you what, if you guys didn't know or read the description, we're doing a chicken roulade. Those are already seared in the oven. We're going to do, right now, we're going to start on the green beans almondine. Also, we're going to get going on our favorite segment where we crack open a bottle of wine, try it out. Um, what was I say? Oh, a lemon herb beurre blanc. So we're gonna make that, and we just need the white wine. But I'm gonna give you guys a little breakdown of what happened, how we got this bottle of wine. Okay. So first of all, Wente Vineyards Chardonnay, Arroyo Seco Monterey, Riva Ranch certified sustainable. Um, yeah, family owned, certified sustainable. Wente Vineyards. Walking the street with the pups, and UPS knocks on this guy's door. They got a box package, knocks on the guy's door, doom, 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 pulls out the notepad, sticks the notepad to the door, takes the box out before the guy could even get out. Older guy, older gentleman. And I'm like, hey, the guy's coming out. He's like, oh well, if he wants his box, he's gonna have to come to the truck. I was like, oh, like, come on, man. He's an elderly guy, just kind of, he's a little bit slower. So I was like, look, I'll take it to him if it's okay. Whatever, sign for it. So take it over to the guy. The guy's got this big box. Get over there, and he's like, hey, thank you very much, appreciate it. Opens the box and he's like, you want a bottle of wine? It's sure, why not? So awesome. It's really nice. Be nice to your neighbors. That's all I got to say. Oh my gosh, we're burning stuff over here. We're caramelizing. Anyways, let's. We got a few things we got to do here. Wrong one. Here we go. I realized I forgot to add garlic in one of the dishes. I'm gonna save it though by adding more garlic into this dish. And we take these, those go in there. Lord, keep fit. And just watch my tongues. Let that go a little bit longer. Brush my tongue so I'm not making a complete mess everywhere. Anyways, we got the wine for the next step here. But let's want to toss these real quick. We lower the heat. There's throw some almonds here. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. Let's throw some almonds are in there. Next mission. Okay, we need to pour out. Pour out. We need to use about a half cup of this white wine in our beurre blanc. Um, I've never made beurre blanc before, so you guys are in for a treat. Somehow, every time I need to use the wine deporker, they're always missing. Here we go. There we go. Wine out. We're gonna do about a half cup. Tasty. Actually, really tasty. Okay, let's get over to our shallot. This is what we want to do. So, cut the end off. One here, one here. We're gonna cut this right in half. What you could do is you could cook this beforehand, let it sweat. I'm just gonna go full bore. Let me tell you that wine, pretty tasty. Uh, Notes of stone fruit. I get hints of tennis ball. No, I don't know. It tastes good. I'm not a big wine person, but um, maybe we can get a quick interview with someone who is a wine person. Maybe they'd like to try some and tell us what their thoughts are on it. Okay, let's get this into that. Take a look in there. This is just going to go. We want this to uh, cook down. So we're going to let that go for a bit. And we're going to pour wine. We're going to pour a glass for Thea. She's our resident wine expert. She's our resident wino. Oh, I fear all her wine glasses are being used. Pia, I have snacks and wine for you. Hold on, let me get your snacks and wine real quick. It's chill out. Here's the wine. Okay, well, you gotta tell us what the wine is. Put it in your ear. They can't see you through your ear. Well, they want to know what the wine. Okay, sorry guys. She doesn't want to tell you what the wine tastes like. Okay, that's gonna go down. Whisk. Here's our whisk. And that's it down. Want to put some fresh thyme in there. It's good, she says. A little oaky for her. Mmm. I don't know why this thing. There we go. Back over here. Um, we don't have anything stuffed with the plate on, so it's just going to be a regular plate today. Well, a little bit of these caramelized garlic, almonds. So this is going to cook down. Remember, we're having this cook down. That's the dry wine that we used. That something's happening there. So those chicken tenders actually came out pretty good. That's not the main meal. On a scale of 1 to 10, wine. What? An 8. Because Chardonnay is not her favorite. She only likes 93-point wines. Okay. Um, I get to drink some regular water because that's what I need to drink. This is done. All right. Hopefully that wasn't too loud listening to me slurp down my water. This still needs to render down. Okay. Let's pull one of these out. Ooh. Tell you which one we're going to use. We want it to sit a little bit. I'm going to pull this guy out. Okay. Yeah, eight's not too bad. I would say eight's okay. Um, give me 1 second. See if this will pause it. Okay. Swap back over to this. So this is the chicken roulade. This is how it's gonna get cut. I just first of all let's get this off. Stuffed chicken pinwheel. Ooh, let's go. I'm sweating now. There we go. Back to tracking. That's how we're gonna do it. Oh my gosh, it is juicy. We might need to let this sit a little bit longer. Um, yeah, everything's just juicing out. Maybe I need more spinach. Hold it together. Or stuff for roulades. Okay, let's get this plate over here. Hold on, hold on. We're not quite cooked down all the way down over there yet. Not we don't want to cook down all the way, but we're cooking it down. Remember, we're having a little bit of a side salad here. Nothing too crazy. We're just gonna get our side salad going. This is just gonna look nice on the plate. Trust me, I eat a lot more salad than this. But if you're eating at my restaurant, dude, you're paying probably $50 for the salad. Um, let's make our salad dressing. Oh, can't forget. We have some cranberries. We're gonna do some candied pecans. A couple candied pecans here for our little joke salad. A couple cranberries. Oh wait, can't forget blue cheese. A pear. Move. Good girl. Move this out of the way. Mm, tasty ass pear. We're gonna take that off the stove real quick. Let's get back to this for a second. We're gonna open up our point raised blue cheese. Okay, let's not be silly. Let's add more greens on there. Crumbled blue cheese. A couple more spiced pecans. Oh, okay. Let's swap back to this so you can see what we're doing over here. We'll start adding cold butter in as we whisk. So we need to lower this heat because we do not want the fat separating too much. And then we'll strain everything afterwards. Another. So we're doing about a cup of butter. That's just what the sauce is. We're gonna add some lemon zest into this. The sauce you want to be a little bit more creamier, a little bit rich. You could add a little bit of cream to kind of thicken it a little bit. Again, this is the first time I've made a beurre blanc, so we'll see how well I do. I'm gonna coast this over the pan a little bit. So, I mean the heat. Toast the pan over the heat. Want to emulsify, be a little bit thicker. It's getting there. We're getting pretty close. This is getting, I think, almost perfect. We don't want this to get too hot, remember. Otherwise, all the fat starts to separate. Here we go. Hey, G. Happy Sunday. Making our beurre blanc real quick, lemon herb beurre blanc. Okay. Careful not to get the fat to separate. Let me show you what we got going on here in a second, G. I just gotta strain this. And do my best here. Wonderful. Okay, everyone. Let's head back to the city of dreams. Okay, okay. Look at this. And the beurre blanc, remember, it's very rich. So you're just gonna drizzle a little bit over. Let's add a little bit more of the green beans almondine. Okay. Or blue cheese spiced gorgonzola, apricot. No, what do we got here? Pear. Man, all right. Let me let you guys just bask in that for a second while I clean up for the money shot. Make a little bit of dressing. Here we go. Olive oil. Apple cider vinegar. Yeah, do you know where the apple cider vinegar's at? In the cabinet? Sure. Be great. Okay. Um, want a little bit of Dijon? Okay. A little bit of Dijon here. Whatever brand this is, some French brand. Move that off to the side. A little bit of apple cider vinegar. Oh, dank. This is this is a meal of champions right here. I wouldn't be surprised if this got me a Michelin star, honestly. Cracked pepper. We're putting it in the dressing. I know. I know. Okay. Freshly ground salt. Okay. Here's our salad dressing. Just drizzle just slightly over all of that. Let me get all this out of the way. You guys screen capture that. Do what you guys want. This is, we call this done. Let me get my face out of here so that way you guys can see the finished product. Let me wipe some stuff down here. Get that out of the way. Look at that. What do you guys think? So, how's everyone feeling about this meal? Oh, thank you, Budford. The ricotta really melt through. I'm thinking if I would have let it sit a little bit longer, maybe it would have not melt as much. But well, honestly, it's just because I stacked it full of ricotta. Um, green beans almondine, our salad. Well, I'm about ready to eat this. So thank you guys again for joining me on this wonderful adventure. Let me go back to the full screen here. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. It's fun, something new, something a little bit different that I'm not quite used to cooking. Um, the beurre blanc was fun. Never made a beurre blanc before, so that was pretty cool. And then the chicken roulade, that's fun. I think I want to do like a spinach feta roulade. I think that'd be cool. Yes, succulent. Like most likely super flavorful. But awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Wonderful. All the people in the TikTok chat, the Kick, Rumble, the Trovo, uh, YouTube, and all my friends over here on that are joining me. Everyone in Discord, appreciate you guys. You guys have a wonderful evening, and I'm going to enjoy.